Welcome to the city, Mastermind City, a city filled with endless masterminds and limitless possibilities.
And it includes live coaching, Q&As, hot seats, and more.
Hi, I'm Faye Chappell.
And I'm Stacey Maynard, and this is the Hot Topics of the Week, where we bring you a vibrant, uplifting, and inspiring conversation focused on how you can make a lasting impact for yourself and for your business.
For us, this is more than just a business. It's a professional community. So if you're ready to go, you're in the right place. Welcome to the city.
Hey, welcome.
We're back. It's November.
It's November, and that means it is networking time. That's
Networking November.
All month long.
Well, it's interesting. Well, first of all, I just have to say that the jokes are out there. What happened to October? I can't believe it's November. I can't believe it's, 2 months left of the year, all of that kind of stuff. Nothing's changed. Month goes by month goes by month. But one thing has changed is networking.
Yeah, networking has changed a lot because, just a little time ago, just last year, we were still talking about, people wanting to go back to some live events, and it to some extreme it has happened, but not really as much as we thought it would be.
No.
And so it has really changed. And so we thought we would take this opportunity in November, and every single week in the month of November, we're going to talk about how networking has changed.
Exactly. And with the introduction of hybrid events, that's a big one for networking, because I think, again, everybody wanted to go back to the in-person. So therefore, a lot of their old ways also we're going back with it. But with hybrid events, some people are online, some people are in person, and bye-bye business cards.
Yeah. Ditch the business card. That's what today is all about. Yeah. It's really about embracing that digital age. And today we're going to talk about how to do just that. We're going to give you our top 10 on how to ditch those business cards and become a better networker.
Absolutely. And it does start with your online presence, right? When people go to Google you, one of the things that's going to come up is probably your LinkedIn profile. And we've been talking about that for a really long time. But the way that you can connect digitally with people, LinkedIn is an amazing one. Have them find you, make sure that your profile is updated. I remember, Faye, you were at networking events, you'd be like, Google me. Like, I'm there, I'm on all the platforms. You don't need my business card. Go check me out online. It'll give you a lot more information. So again, make sure that headline that you have on LinkedIn is very, very compelling, because that is what people are going to see first. If they look at you, they find you, they start following you, or they connect with you and they start to see your content, which we'll talk about later, your headline is really going to be the one thing that's going to follow you. So LinkedIn, your headline, your summary, stay active so that you keep in front of people, instead of those old style, sliding your business card, hoping that somebody might check it out. But with social media, you can stay in front of them a lot longer.
So we're going to talk more about fixing your online presence. That is going to be next week's podcast. So we're going to go in depth into that. But today, really, we are talking about the death of the business card and building your online presence. So what's number 3? It is really an interesting concept, because it's the power of the virtual events, right? Online conferences, webinars, you name it, it's happening. So it is the most important thing you can do for yourself in order to get in front of this networking trend is to find industry-specific events that you want to participate in, and I want you to engage with the people that are there, right? You can enjoy meeting new people, but be very selective in the events you go to, because that has been the problem in the past. Some people just go to networking events, just go because they want to meet people. But which people do you actually want to meet? And you can actually join us, because we'll be starting to do quarterly virtual events in January. And that's where you can hang out with those people that you want to really meet.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the whole concept of, just going to a networking event simply for the focus or function of meeting new people, it's kind of gone by the wayside. It just doesn't happen anymore, because people want more. They want to learn. They want to be part of that event. They want to engage with speakers. They need more to the event to have them show up. And you also know, if the people are there and they're interested in what's being talked about, they might be your people, right? Like, that's a great conversation starter. It's a great way to engage, and it's a great way to see that they're interested in the same thing that you are, which is I'm really excited about. The power events that are coming up and really the specific topics that we're going to be talking about, each one.
And number 4 is really that content is king. And what do we mean by that? Well, it's real simple. For some of us, we don't really go to a lot of events, right? We don't have the opportunity, maybe not have the time, or maybe that's just not what our inclination is. So really focusing on developing high quality content in your articles, videos, podcasts, blogs, you name it, and consistently sharing that valuable content, kind of like what we're doing today. And that's why you're watching us, and content is king. So this is networking.
Yes.
We are meeting you because you're watching us, and a lot of you DM us and ask us questions, and we welcome that. And if you're part of our community, you join us on Wednesdays in our live coaching calls as well. All of that is networking that comes from the content that you provide.
That's the interesting piece, is I feel like people have separated the definition of networking, right? They've actually separated content and they've separated events that they're going to. But no, it is together. Anytime that you're reaching out and you're engaging with your audience in any format, blogs, podcasts, videos, lives, inside a community, outside a community, whatever that case may be, they're engaging with you. You're having that conversation with them. It's not like all of a sudden you're ignoring them and you're over here having a conversation. No, you're having a conversation with your audience and with your community. So, and that's why number 5 is all about community building, right? Joining those groups, finding a place that makes sense for you. And again, when you add in the content and you build in the community, that is true networking.
And that brings us to number 6, which is kind of an interesting one. We talk about influencers, right? And influencers is kind of a name that's getting a little bit of bad press these days, right? Because everybody wants to be an influencer, go on reality TV. But influencers really can be thought leaders. It can be people in your industry that you look up to, that you want to engage with. And that's what we want you to do. We want you to comment on their posts to people that you believe is an influencer in your industry. So comment on their posts, share their content, and make a list of those influencers that you want to engage with, and do that. Engage with them. That is network building. If you like us, engage with us. Comment, share, send us DMs, do whatever you want to do. But if you want to be part of our community and our tribe, then go ahead and do it. Don't sit back and wait, because we don't even know you yet, right?
Exactly.
You have to come to us.
And it also helps get them on the radar. So I think that's the interesting part about commenting that people forget about. Again, going back to content can be networking, because if you say something, you put a post out there and you comment on it, all of a sudden you're building a relationship, you're commenting back, you're engaging, you're part of that conversation. So when you make yourself part of that conversation online, absolutely helps you build those relationships, helps you network, helps you get in front of people, not only the person who's posting, right? But when you comment on posts, just like us, if you comment on our posts, you're also engaging with the other people that are commenting on the post. Again, we get a lot of DMs, which is great, but engaging, building that relationship, talking to people about what you want to be talking about is a huge way to build relationship, which is what networking is all about.
Number 7 is the art of the follow-up. The follow-up. How many of us haven't been doing follow-ups for years and years? If you've been trained in sales, you understand how important follow-up is. And it's equally as important building your network. So when you meet someone, when you engage with somebody, put it in your calendar. Send them a personalized message to say, hey, this was great speaking to you. Create some type of system, whether it's your calendar, to-do list, a planner, whatever you want, but make sure that you're actively reaching out to them. Think about, when's the last time that you actually spoke with somebody that you really enjoyed talking to? And you probably think it was last week and it was really last year. So figure out what you need to do to continue to follow up with those people that you really think can add value to your life, and you can add value to them as well.
And it's, again, just like we talked about in the very beginning, that death of the business card back in the day, the follow-up was, hi, nice to meet you. Here's my business card. And you took the business card and you put it in your filing system, and then it just went by the wayside. But now follow-up is different, right? We're talking about, again, engaging with people online, following them online, Follow them on different social medias so that their content, you can support them through engaging with their content. But yes, make sure that it's not just a hi, nice to meet you, and then you're gone and you've ran away. So same thing as tucking that business card in. If you don't actually do something, then you're not going to continue that relationship.
And that brings us to number 8, which is networking with intention. So it's not just about following up because you're supposed to follow up. You want to network and follow up with intention. What does that mean? It means really, what is your goal? What do you hope to achieve by continually networking with that person, following up? What is it? Is it somebody that you believe is your ideal client? Is it somebody that you know you can reach members of their tribe that you could really add value to? What is your intention in doing the networking? If you don't know what that is and you're just following up, it's not going to get you anywhere. So make sure you understand what it is that you want to achieve.
And the who. It doesn't mean follow-up means everybody, right? Again, back in the day when somebody handed you a business card, you felt almost pressured to follow up. So networking with intention is understanding the who. And if you met 10 great people at an event, awesome. Maybe you really want to follow up with maybe 2 or 3 of them, right? Because those are your people and you have those goals. So make sure that you understand the who, the what, the why. That's a big one, right? Why are you following up? It's not just because you have to. It's not just because you should. It's because you really understand who that person is. You've started to build a relationship and you want to build that relationship further.
And number 9 is leveraging AI tools. You know how much I love AI, and there's so many things that are already integrated into your platforms that you don't even know about. So LinkedIn, for example, tell you people you may know. So it's already telling you, you should join these people. You should reach out to these people. You already know them. So it's giving you, it's handing you networking on a platter. So anytime you see an AI tool that will help you leverage that networking opportunity, then go ahead and use it. Don't ignore it. So when all these new things come up on Instagram or Facebook, take a look and go, hey, could I benefit from what it is telling me to do? And the answer is generally yes.
Yes. Yeah, the LinkedIn people you may know is one part I think a lot of people kind of ignore. It's basically just imagine somebody went, here, try these people, reach out to these people and go, oh, okay. And now connecting with people on LinkedIn is even easier because they've sort of limited the sort of the note. So you can literally sort of look through the people you may know and kind of go, connect, connect, connect. And you never know where that relationship's going to go. I've met some great people with the, hey, you know what? You were suggested. Maybe we should explore it further. Awesome. I love that. So absolutely. And I just think more and more is coming in regards to suggestions, not only with people, what to say and how to start that engagement.
And number 10, finally, measure your success. So what you're doing, find out if it's actually working, right? Track your progress. See if you're actually making those connections. See if you are, your online presence is growing. If it's not, it's an opportunity for you to reassess what you're doing and saying, okay, you know what? My online presence is really working for me, but the virtual events or the networking in person is not, or it's the other way. Virtual events are where you are making your connections, and that's where you want to spend most of your time. If that's working better than doing your content, then focus on it. But how do you know it's working? By measuring.
Analytics. I love working. I love looking at it. I love looking at, here's what I want to do. This is what I want to achieve. And this is how I know if it's working. And I think we land in the whole world of should, right? I should do this. I should do that. People are saying to do this. People are saying to do that. Well, actually, you need to know what works for you, your own success with your own goals, right? And that's the important thing about really understanding where you want to be going and the why, and then understanding how to measure whether it's working.
So talking about making connections, valuable people, we are going with that trend, right? Yeah. We have decided that in 2025, we are going to be launching these quarterly events. It's 2-day live online events that will incorporate not only phenomenal training that's implementable right away, but also a huge component of networking as well in that same time frame. So 2 days every single quarter will set you up for success, not only in what you're learning, but all the people you're going to meet. You can learn more about that at the Mastermind City, mastermind.city, and you can look up our Plus membership, and under there you'll see quarterly events. And the first one is in January, and that's when we do our Life Map Navigator, and that's where we set all our goals for our life and our business.
Including networking goals.
And we've added an AI component this year, so it's going to make it really easy for you to set up for success for the year ahead.
Absolutely. And again, the events are going to, like they said, include networking. So the whole concept of what's changing is what we've embraced. You're going to get learning. You're going to be able to engage with speakers. You're going to be able to set up goals with this particular one in January, and you're going to have time to network. So again, the people who are coming are also interested in that same topic. So understanding that the learning and the networking now going hand in hand, and that's what we're doing, kicking off in January.
And we have a special opportunity for you guys as well. So if you go to the mastermind.city, there is an announcement bar at the top. It will take you to our wait list for our Black Friday sale. And if you join up, you are going to get that code, and you're going to get a very special discount, a ridiculous discount, to join us for the full year for all of our live events, for all of our courses, all of our live coaching at the lowest price you'll ever see.
Absolutely, because Black Friday is Black Friday, and who doesn't like to shop for deals on Black Friday?
So remember, join us next week. We're going to continue this networking learning for the year ahead. You don't want to miss it.
Thanks for joining us here at the Mastermind City. You don't have to say goodbye because there are other ways that you can join us.
If you like what you've heard today, then join our professional networking community, and it's absolutely free, where you can be part of our global community to build relationships, grow your business, and access live training, or learn more about how you can get year-round access to not only us, but to all our endless masterminds.
So just go to themastermind.city and we'll see you in the city.